Okay, so we're getting ready for our test tomorrow. This is talking about the angles in a triangle, which we know that a triangle's angles always add up to 180 degrees. So they've given us two of those angles. We can add those together, making sure we line them up correctly. And when we add them, we get 112.8. Then we subtract that from the total of 180, and that's going to give us our answer. So we do have to borrow, and we get 67.2 degrees. You can always add up this, this, and this, and make sure they add up to 180 to make sure that your answer is correct. Number 2 is about the area of a trapezoid. We don't ever want to use these diagonal sides, so I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that. And I'm going to write down my trapezoid formula that you would be able to find on your chart. We first add our bases, which is 6 and 8.5. Then we multiply times the height, and then we divide by 2. So 6 plus 8.5 is going to give us 14.5. Then we need to multiply 14.5 times 4. And that gives us 58. And then we can do 58 divided by 2. And we get 29. So our area would be 29 square centimeters. And I know I'm going kind of fast because I want the video to be short, so you can always pause the video, go back and look at things that I've done if you need to go a little bit slower. Number 3 is about the area of a triangle. I'm just going to go ahead and write those values on the other side of that rectangle. Again, we're just looking at the triangle piece here, and we don't want to use slanted sides, so we're not going to use that. The area formula for a triangle is base times height divided by 2. Our base is 12 and our height is 5. 12 times 5 is 60, and half of 60 is 30. So our answer is 30 square inches. This one they didn't give us a picture. I always recommend drawing a picture if they didn't give you one. So it's talking about a parallelogram, and it says that the area, that's very important, is 57.6 and the base is 9. So the base is down here. Sometimes people are wanting to multiply these together, but we don't multiply the area times the base. We multiply the height times the base, and that's what we don't know. We don't know the height. We know the area. That's this whole space on the inside. So when we already know the area, we have to work backwards, and we have to divide. 9 can't go into 5, but it can go into 57 6 times. 9 times 6 is 54. We subtract, we bring down. 9 goes into 36 4 times. So the height would have been 6.4 inches. Okay, number 5 is about the sides of a triangle. And we learned that small plus medium has to be bigger than large. So our smallest side here is 2. Our medium side is 3. And our largest side is 5. 2 plus 3 is 5. And 5 is not greater than 5. So the answer to this is that no, it would not make a triangle because it's not greater than. It would have to be something bigger than 5. Okay, we've got another trapezoid, and again, they've given us a side, so we get rid of any sides, so we're not tempted to use that number. We write out our formula. We plug in our numbers. Our bases are 5 and 12. Our height is 8. 5 plus 12 is 17. Now we have to multiply 17 times 8. That gives us 136. And then we have to cut that in half. We have to divide that by 2, which gives us 68 square feet. Kind of ran out of room there. Okay, so that's a trapezoid. The next one is a parallelogram. They also gave us one of those slanted sides, so we're not going to use that. Area of a parallelogram is just base times height. So all we have to do is multiply 10 times 6, which gives us 60 square centimeters. So that's an easy one. And our last problem is about volume. Volume equals length times width times height. So I'm going to fill in my 3 values. Remember that it doesn't matter what order you multiply in. So I would go with something easy first, if there is one. So I'm going to leave the 18.4 alone, and I'm going to multiply 8 times 11 first. That way I only have to work out one thing to the side. Otherwise I would have 2 problems. So we need to do 18.4 times 88. We have 1 decimal place, so we need 1 decimal place. So it came out to 1,619.2 cubic centimeters. Okay, like I said, I know that was fast, so if there was something that you were a little unsure about, go back, look at it again, make sure you're ready for the test tomorrow. Good luck.